This is the story about the old silver mining town of Kingston, New Mexico. This old town is about 50 miles northeast of Silver City and about 10 miles west of the old town of Hillsboro. If you haven't watched my video on Hillsboro, I'll leave a link in the description box below as well as at the end of this video. It was back in 1882 that a miner by the name of Jack Sheddon found a rich vein of silver ore. This silver ore was high grade and would soon be the start of a mine. This mine became the Iron King Mine, and that is how the town eventually got its name. And like all discoveries, once word got out, there were lots of other hopeful miners and prospectors coming into the area. It wouldn't take long, and there were several other mines in the district. Some of the other mines were the Bullion Lady and the Franklin Mine. An article written back in 1885 talks about the ore from the Bullion Mine. It quotes, "The ore of the Bullion is of exceptionally high grade, averaging upwards of $500 per ton. It is not unusual to take out pieces weighing from 50 to 300 pounds that will average at the rate of $5,000 per ton. A pocket of ore recently struck in the mine consisted of a mass of nearly pure sulfide of silver, average specimens of which returned by assay a value of over $18,000 per ton." Within 2 years, this small town had swelled from virtually nothing to 7,000 people. In fact, at the peak, it is said that this town had more people than Albuquerque. The town had around 24 saloons, 10 or so grocery stores, numerous eateries and boarding houses. The town also had a brewery, a couple of newspapers, assay offices, and it had its own opera house. Lillian Russell was even said to have performed there. In 1888, the town saw its first church being built. One of the major buildings in the town was also built in 1884, and that was the Purchase Bank building. This bank was said to have seen $7 million worth of silver go through its coffers. That was at a time when silver prices ran from around 60 cents to $1.25 per ounce. This town also saw some Wild West figures pass through, and some even hung out for a spell. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid stayed in this town. So did Blackjack Ketchum, and even Mark Twain was noted as being here for a spell. Sadie Orchard is said to have gotten her start in Kingston. She ran one of the best upscale brothels for miles around. Sadie ended up marrying a stagecoach owner and in 1885 moved to the neighboring town of Hillsboro, where she started a hotel and restaurant. Then, in 1890, the Sherman Silver Act was enacted. This was good for the mines, and it required the government to buy silver and gold with notes that were redeemable in either gold or silver. But we all know what happened after that. In 1893, the act was repealed, and this saw the price of silver collapse as much as 90%. Even a blind man could see the writing on the wall on this one. In a matter of days, most of the townsfolk packed up and moved on. The Purchase Bank moved its office to Hillsboro, where some gold mines and ranching were getting started. You can still go to the old town of Kingston today. Like I mentioned earlier, it's just a short drive northeast of Silver City. After passing through, you might as well head on to Hillsboro and check out that old town as well. However, if you can't make the drive, just watch my Hillsboro video coming up next. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this short story about Kingston, New Mexico. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you more old, lost mine stories.